allowing your movement to be taken over by the brainworms is not a smart idea. And
there's no question, none, that President Trump is practically and morally responsible for provoking the events of the day. No question about it. The people who stormed this building.
Donald Trump is a weak man pretending to be strong. He is a small man pretending to be big. He's a faithless man pretending to be righteous.
I was a Republican even before Donald Trump started spray tanning.
And one thing that I heard a lot is like how they go to prevent America to have Trump again. One thing that I learned very fast and very in the beginning is like Bill Barr is someone extremely important. And I remember the biggest conversation they had at that point, it is like, what kind of charge that we can bring against Trump? And that's when Bill Barr, and I will never forget that, Bill Barr was like, we should bring RICO because it's a very difficult type of charge to defend.
Donald Trump is a phony, a fraud. His promises are as worthless as a degree from Trump University.
Republicans so far to have publicly said they'll vote for impeachment. How many more do you think there are likely to be?
So I don't want to get in the guessing game because I don't want to guess high or guess low. I will tell you
I got to get this off my chest. Donald Trump is a jerk.
New glimpse inside the roller coaster relationship between former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and former President Donald Trump. Today, the Washington Post is reporting a phone call between Trump and McCarthy after McCarthy was ousted from the speakership. The reporting is, during the call, Trump lambasted McCarthy for not expunging his 2 impeachments and not endorsing him in the 2024 presidential campaign. That's according to people familiar with the conversation. Quote, F you, McCarthy is claimed to have then told Trump. Leanne.
Let's be very clear, just so everybody knows. Russia did meddle with our elections. Not only did Russia meddle in our elections, they're doing it around the world.
How will history regard people like Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger?
Trump's not a conservative. He's an authoritarian narcissist. They basically called him out for that. All of his tendencies are, basically where narcissism takes him, which is whatever makes him popular, makes him feel good at any given moment. And he doesn't think in classical liberal conservative terms. He thinks in an authoritarian way. And he's been able to get a big chunk of the Republican base to follow him because he's the culture warrior. And so I think Adam and Liz stepped out of the flow and called it out and, paid for it with their careers. But I think, again, back to my earlier point, I don't think you can be really very good at these jobs unless you're willing to lose these jobs. And there has to be some line, some principle that is so important to you that you're just not going to cross.
In our nation's 246-year history, there has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters had rejected him. He is a coward. A real man wouldn't lie to his supporters.
To hearing what Donald Trump says.
I'm disgusted.
What is your reaction to hearing what Donald Trump says?
I'm disgusted. Well, I want to talk to the Trump supporters for a minute. I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you like this guy. I think what you like about him, he appears to be strong when the rest of us are weak. He's a very successful businessman, and he's going to make everything great. He's going to take all the problems of the world and put them in a box and make your life better. That's what he's selling. Here's what you're buying. He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot. He doesn't represent my party. He doesn't represent the values that the men and women who wear the uniform are fighting for. I've been in the Air Force for 33 years. I retired this June. He's the ISIL Man of the Year, by the way. He just got back from Iraq a week ago this Monday.
Just pure my side versus your side. The problem I have is, number one, I think that's immoral, and number two, I don't think that's pragmatic. I don't think that's moral because I think that there are things that get said on the right that are really, really, really ugly, and pretending those away doesn't make them go away. I think that they're rising. I think that they're getting more common. I know that my death threats from that side are getting more common. I know I have more security because of that, and it's not just from the left. I have lots of security from the left, and I also get lots of security from the right. Matt, I think a little bit earlier today you tweeted that kind of your litmus test is the people who are trying to kill you, and I totally get that. I also have that litmus test. The difference is that I think that if somebody tries to kill Matt, there's a good shot that it's going to be a leftist. If somebody tries to kill me, it's a frickin' Agatha Christie novel. I just don't know which direction the bullet is coming from at this point, given the sort of various and sundry radical extremes that exist.